to learn about covalent and non-covalent bonds. Okay, so basically this is a simple differentiation video in which I am going to clear the concept regarding covalent and non-covalent bonds which are formed in the biological system as well. Okay, so let us start. I am going to use this yellow highlighter here. So follow this yellow highlighter. First of all, I am going to talk about covalent bond, and with it I am going to speak about non-covalent as well simultaneously. The first point is the non-covalent bond is formed when two or more non-metals react by sharing electrons. Okay, so in the covalent bond formation, there is sharing of electrons, while in the non-covalent bond formation, the electrons from metal is transferred to non-metal. Okay, through and weak interaction occur there between the charges. Let me give you an example. In the non-covalent, we have sodium positive and chlorine negative, where chlorine gives its electron to sodium and they form NaCl. Okay, and in case of covalent bond, we have carbon-carbon. Okay, they share their electrons. There can be two carbon or more than two carbons. Okay, so here see carbon 1 2 3 triple bond with another carbon. Say let's say here is H and H. Okay. Similarly, there can be more than uh, two non-metals as well. And the second point is related to high melting and boiling point. Okay. Let me again use the yellow marker. So in covalent bond there is high melting and boiling point. Okay. Since the bonds formed by sharing the electron is, you can say, a stronger bond. Have I written it somewhere? Let me check first. Okay, yeah. These covalent bonds are strong bonds while non-covalent are weak bonds. So for the strong bonds, they need higher energy, or you can say higher heat for their breakdown. Thus they have high melting and boiling point separated by a complex chemical reaction. Okay, so you need some complex chemical reaction in order to separate these uh, non-metals from each other in the covalent bond. And if you talk about non-covalent, they have low melting point and boiling point, and they are easily separated since they have weak bonds. Okay, then we will come to the fourth point, which is polar and non-polar. Okay, in case of polar, they have equal electron sharing, and in case of non-polar, the unequal electron sharing occurs there. Okay, this happens like if you see the carbon and carbon, you can say they are polar, so they will share equal amount of electron with each other, while others will not do same. And when I talk about other, it is regarding the non-polar covalent bonded molecules. Okay, and in the non-covalent, so non-covalent covers the forces of van der Waals forces, hydrogen bonding, and electrostatic forces. And fifth point is the need protein carriers for facilitated diffusion. And if you talk about the cell and these atoms want to enter the cell, then they need facilitated diffusion, which have proteins so that they can go inside the cell. And regarding these atoms, they can cross the membrane directly. And sometimes if the molecule is a little heavy, then they also need some transporters as well. Okay. And the last point is the monomer unit. Uh, their monomer unit form polymers, and multiple non-covalent stabilize large molecules. Okay, so this is basically all the points which are needed, especially in the exam of CSIR. You have to consider these 5 6 points. That's it for today's class. Thank you very much and see you soon.